TikToker, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're doing very well. We have some big news in terms of Shane Dawson. We have him posting for the first time addressing the fact that he has been gone from the internet. Well, saying that very loosely because he never really left because he's been doing merchandise releases every few weeks to exploit his young audience for money like he always does. But in terms of YouTube, he's been gone now from YouTube for almost an entire year. It was June when he posted his last video, and obviously, you know, we're in that night. It was his taking accountability video, and we all remember that awful video. It just always, I always bring this up. It surprises me that Shane Dawson got away with, I mean, he didn't get away with anything to do with that video, but got away with saying that he only made his taking accountability video last summer, addressing all of the, well, he was supposed to address, he never did, but like, it would have been addressing all of the things that were coming out against him. He said the only reason he did that was because Jenna Marbles did her video, and it was received so well. It's just something to note. So now we have Shane Dawson posting on his Instagram, which he hasn't done in a long time, an actual post, and he has released a statement basically about his plans moving forward on YouTube. And yeah, we're just going to get to that, and also I am going to give my say on why I think he's doing this now, and I have a little bit of proof behind it, but we'll just take that with a pinch of salt. Before we get into that, I just want to ask you, what do you think of my outfit? I don't know if this goes, I just really like it, so I want to know what you think. And also, this video is sponsored by Adam and Eve, who we love very, very, very much. Whew, this deal is so good that y'all keep using it so much that Adam and Eve keep coming back to my channel, and I really appreciate both of y'all for doing that, and I'm just sitting here like so if you want to go to adamandeve.com and use code ADAM50 for 50% off one item, and that's not it, free shipping in the US and Canada, bitch, I got you. Go treat yourself. We are talking about Shane Dawson, and as I said with talking about Ryland, I think if you make it through this video, you deserve a little treat. So the treat in question, adamandeve.com, using code ADAM50 for 50% off one item and free shipping. This company are amazing. A lot of their proceeds and just go to fighting the spread of HIV around the world. 90-day no hassle returns, 24/7, you know, customer service. They're a great company. We love them. We've been through this. adamandeve.com. Adam50 is the code. 50% off one item and free shipping. Okay, now that you've got that, I think we can get along to the Shane video. So, Shane posting on his Instagram about coming back to YouTube right after the rumors about him making the documentary on Britney Spears is very interesting to me, to say the least. Now, I do just want to clarify something with you right now, that the Shane Dawson Britney Spears rumors are not true. The reason I know they're not true is because I ended up talking to the person who made up the tweets, and they're not real. So, the Shane Dawson Free Britney documentary is not a thing. It is not happening from my knowledge in my conversations with the person. That is all I can tell you. So, it's now not that, but it's interesting to me that Shane Dawson, after that went viral, it went viral, he's now addressing that he's coming back to YouTube, what his plans were, and are, but before I get to what he says, I need to show you this. So there's something in the terms of service of YouTube that may be applying to Shane Dawson right now that is leading him to have to come back to YouTube, whether he wanted to or not, because this is something that applies to each and every creator on this very platform, including me and including you if you make YouTube videos. So again, there is a lot of different sections on the YouTube terms of service, and it is a lot to get through. But one of the main ones has to do with monetization, making money on the platform. And it says, access to monetization. What happens if I drop below the monetization threshold? So in order to make money on YouTube, you need to have, I think, 1,000 subscribers and a couple thousand watch time minutes. So obviously Shane Dawson has that, it's no surprise. But he hasn't uploaded YouTube videos in a long time. And keep in mind, he was demonetized by YouTube for a short period of time, but still something. Now this says, YouTube will not automatically remove your channel's access to monetization if it drops below the threshold. However, YouTube does reserve the right, at its discretion, to remove monetization from channels if a channel is inactive and not uploading or posting community posts for 6 months or more, which we know applies to Shane Dawson. Now, this was getting spread around by, I think, Angelo on Twitter, who is great. And it was definitely very interesting because this directly applies to the YouTubers who got cancelled and then went away. One of the main ones being Shane Dawson. Literally says that they can revoke access to monetization if they go inactive for too long. And Shane, his last upload was June 27th of 2020, so obviously the 6 months. Which is very interesting, and the fact that this started to go around on Twitter and started to really become mainstream as well, like people were sharing the fuck out of this, that, you know, Shane maybe kicked off the partner program, allegedly just because of what YouTube says in their terms of service, and it does apply to him. I'm not saying they are, but it applies to his channel. And then he comes out with this Instagram post that talks about him coming back to YouTube and his plans about YouTube. In my opinion, it seems a little bit planned out. Like, he did that because of that. So, first of all, I just want to say that at the time of filming this video, he has these things on his story. It's him and a random cat, and we all know Shane loves cats. It says, I found a kitten in a restaurant. I want to take him home, but I don't want to separate him from his family. Also, I'm very drunk. Like what? You know, I'm so glad that he didn't take this kitten home, because I don't know if you remember, and not a lot of people do, but Shane Dawson actually got a new kitten not that long ago, and that kitten, unfortunately, did not last very long because of Shane's negligence as a pet owner. I'm not going to go into the full story, but let's just say Shane has big dogs, and his negligence of looking after the new kitten ended this kitten's life. And people just forget about that. And my thing that tops it off for me is that Shane had the audacity to allow that to happen to this kitten. Then he goes on to, and if you're like, oh, mistakes happen, okay. He then goes on to Ryland's podcast saying that this kitten came into his life for a reason, even though it was only a short amount of time. Justifying his actions. This is where I'm at with Shane Dawson. So anyway, this is his new post. He posted this picture with, this is my friend Kat just texted me. He posted this picture and it is him and Ryland. It is them at a dinner party or a dinner cruise or something like that. So here we have Shane. This is the first time we're seeing him in quite some time. So take in the view, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're welcome. Then we have Ryland taking the view. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it says the following. Daddy's left the house. Ugh, hate the start of it. P.S. I know I haven't posted a video in a long time, and I promise it's not because I don't want to. Psst. Is it because you know when you come back, people are going to be waiting for you to address the thing that you never addressed in the first place? And by thing, I mean a lot of things. Like, Shane, just properly address things, and like, we'll just take it or leave it. We can't even say that up until this point because he just like refuses to address everything. Or at least a little part of it, but whatever. And I promise it's not because I didn't want to. I'm just trying to stay in a good mindset and be happy. I promise I'm not going to abandon my channel after 15 years of creating. Yeah, 15 years of creating sexist, racist, transphobic, homophobic, belittling content to every single community. That's what he's been creating for the past 15 years. But good on you. And then the praying emoji. Just been reevaluating my life the last year and figuring out what I want to do with it. Life is short and I'm grateful for every second of it. Hope you guys are doing well. I miss you. And good for Shane. Like, honestly, the response to this is really good. He has 800,000 likes on it, and the response to this, well, I'm seeing my friend Will spamming, says, how do you sleep at night? No, we don't want this. Please don't come back. Notice how every man who's defending are white. Like, oh my god, like, Will is going on it. So here we have like a bunch of verified accounts. We have Rich Lux, more like Reach Lux, in the comments saying, the king is back. We have Tiffany Pollard, we have Alicia, a YouTuber, we have Glozell, we have just Michael Weiss, you know, the Tanacon guy, Katie Morton, the fake fucking therapist who Shane exploited so that he could do clickbait about mental health. We have a bunch of verified YouTubers in the responses, which is really good news for Shane Dawson, honestly. It's really good news that he has a lot of them on his site still. Now, I'm going to end this video by talking about my opinion of this. People literally were tagging me in, like, Shane Dawson fans were tagging me in his post. Like, you're literally getting fed by Shane for the first time in like 6 months, and all they could do was tag me in the post being like, your cancellation didn't work, he's still coming back. It's like, and they were tagging like Spill Sesh and Angelica Old, like they were tagging all of these drama channels and being like he finally posted a post saying he's coming back and you're not even celebrating it. You're like talking to the drama channels. This is how we operate. We thrive off of the fact you keep talking about us. They literally were so excited to send me all of these posts by Shane saying he's coming back and you're canceling. Why the fuck is there hair, May? This cancellation attempt didn't work or whatever. I don't think you realize that our job is literally talking about these people. We know that these people are never going to go away. We know our impact within the community that we have. And the community that we have are the people watching right now. Probably a lot of Shane Dawson fans as well, because I know that they love my content. This is how it works. We know, again, what pull we have within our own community. And whenever we're giving our opinions of things, you have to realize that people giving their opinions and raising awareness about things is not a takedown scheme. You may say it is because it's your favorite creator, but whenever you're going out of your way to tag all of us saying like, your cancellation attempts didn't work, okay, we literally don't care. Like, Shane is going to continue uploading YouTube videos. We know that. I've literally been stating that for months on my channel. This is why he didn't address all of the accusations against him, because he didn't, you know, he could come back and then he didn't have to address the worst of the worst so people aren't aware of everything he's done. Shane's gonna completely continue uploading YouTube videos, and I'm gonna continue talking about the videos. He's gonna continue, Spillsesh is gonna, Angelica Oles is gonna, like, this is how it works. We realize, and the audience realized as well, that when a YouTuber gets cancelled, it's up to them whether they get cancelled. And we knew that Shane was going to come back to YouTube. Like, he literally has millions upon millions of subscribers. Many people didn't care about seeing all of the resurfaced videos and stuff of him. You know why? Because they subscribed because they love that stuff. And they, you know, justifications, the same with Jeffree Star. But, with all that being said, he's coming back and he's allowed to come back. Like, YouTube have no problem with it, and so, like, what say to me and you have? We can give our opinions, and that's what the comment section is for, and that's what my videos are for. That's what other drama channel commentary journalists, that's what this is for. However, please, for the love of God, if Shane Dawson has to come back, can he please drop the 12-year-old girl personality trait of humor that he has? Can he drop the I'm per personality trait? Can he stop the stupid facial expressions because he wants to become a GIF every single video? What else? That hygiene isn't important, that's a personality trait. What other ones with his videos? That long videos longer than 20 minutes, he put all this effort in and it's basically a feature-length film. To him, it's a documentary. Like, stop. Like, there is a way that Shane Dawson can come back to YouTube and actually be smarter. Like, be smarter with his content choices, be smarter with his humor on the platform, what he wants to push out. Not giving platforms to disgusting YouTubers, including himself, because he knows it's going to bring in drama views, but then he, you know, will preach whenever he gets called out that he hates drama. It's like, pick a narrative and let's stick with it, baby girl. You know what I mean? Or sorry, baby daddy, whatever the fuck you want to be called. It's also really weird that he gets Rylan to call him daddy sexually, and then he, like, gets his audience to call him it too. Anyway, but, yeah, like, can we do that at least? Because it's weird that Shane Dawson, in recent videos we've seen of him, and I mean from like Instagram stories and whatever like that, it seems like he's still maintained the 2016 persona. And it's like, good luck maintaining that on the platform. And I really do mean that, because we're at a stage now on YouTube where podcasts are thriving. A little bit more mature humor is thriving. And unfiltered authenticity. We're in that kind of stage of YouTube right now. So good luck to Shane whenever he's coming back with what seems like, if he is, like 2015, 2016 humor. Like, just come back and be a normal 30-year-old man. Like, you're in your mid-30s. Like, don't you have something else to offer other than cosplaying as like a 12-year-old girl? Yes, so do that. And also, it's a bit weird because he's going to be coming back to the platform and he's probably going to, you know, pry on the, you know, I haven't been online in so long. We know that he has been. We know that he's been manipulating his audience into buying merchandise. And what I mean by that is doing these big long posts about how much he wants them to buy it, but they don't have to buy it. All this, but he's been doing this for so long. So literally if he comes back and says, you know, he's been completely gone from social media for so long, we know that's bullshit. But I just, like, if he's gonna come back, at least be smarter about it. Be smarter about how you carry yourself. Be smarter about what you put out in the internet. And maybe your fans won't be so angry at drama and commentary channels because they won't have to talk about you every single fucking week. Right? Like, okay, we get it. He's coming back to the platform. If he's going to reevaluate his content or what he wants to do with his life, just be a bit smarter moving forward. So, I don't know. That's currently where I'm at with the Shane thing. We knew he was coming back, and it's inevitable. He's a YouTuber. That is his job. And, you know, the house has to pay for itself. All this has to pay for itself. We don't have a say in that. But it's just like, please come back and be smarter with your content. Please come back and be more authentic. Like, you don't have to do all this, but this is just where I'm at with it. So I want to know what your opinion is of it. We can talk about it below. So let's do that. I hear Dolly. She is out there. She's waiting to get into the room. So I'm going to go out and get her because I love her very much. And I miss her. And it's been 15 minutes without her. She's my new little puppy. I love you. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you're well. I hope you're safe. Let's talk about it below. Nothing more to say. I love you. Bye. Mwah.